Hey everybody. So I had an interesting post on my neighborhood's Facebook page. Another beautiful moonrise this evening. I just can't get photos with my phone. Did anyone get any good shots with a real camera? So tonight we're going to figure out why you can't get a good shot of the moon with your phone. Well, the sun has set here in the Sonoran Desert, so I'm walking out into the desert where it's going to be dark and there's going to be animals, which I'll make this a lot of fun. But anyhow, I'm going to position myself in a location where I've got a little bit of elevation of the surrounding terrain and hopefully an interesting place where the moon's going to rise. That is, if these clouds let the moon shine through.
What is interesting is how everybody else is leaving the area, and I'm walking further into the desert as it gets darker.
Well, as you guys can see, light is fading, so the moon's going to rise about 40 minutes after the sun sets, so maybe another 30 minutes or so. And then I have to wait for it to rise above these mountains back here before we can see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a photo with my cell phone at no zoom, and then we're going to turn on the digital zoom and do another one so you guys can kind of see what the difference is like. When you see the different types of zooms out there, digital zoom is bad. It degrades your images. You want optical zoom, which is why I have my RF 100 to 500 on. We're going to take another image of the moon at 100 millimeters and then at 500 millimeters. And it's going to be completely blown out because there's another element that we need to answer the question about how do we get a good photo of the moon, and that is exposure. The moon is actually the second brightest object in the sky, second only to the sun. So when you take a photo of the moon, your camera is probably going to be metering of most of its light metering is going to be done with the background. So it's going to really overexpose the moon. So we're going to have to switch this camera into manual mode and turn down the exposure. So hopefully we can see some details in the moon. Anyhow, I'm going to just enjoy my time out here, listen to the sounds of the desert a little bit, and then hopefully we're going to get a moonrise.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kind of miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's
All right, so I think I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this series of pictures from the parking lot. The coyote packs, they're getting a little close. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head back to the parking lot with my flashlight on here. I'm going to wrap up my camera, pack it away where it's nice and safe, and we're going to head back to the parking lot because, yeah, I just realized I came out here into the wilderness, and fortunately I'm not packing a weapon right now. So, not very smart of me. So I'm going to go ahead and pack up the camera, and we'll get these shots from the parking lot after the moon rises above those clouds. All right, head back to the parking lot. Got my tripod out here, just in case I need to push anything away. But yeah, hopefully about 15 minutes we'll be back at the parking lot. The moon is just starting to peek above those clouds now. So we'll get a good shot from down at the parking lot so we can do these comparisons.
As darkness falls on the Sonoran Desert, the wild animals let me know that I'm in their territory now. So back to the safety of civilization we go. So here's the first shot from my phone. This is at 0% zoom. You can see the overexposed moon in the distance with no details. This photo is taken using the 30x digital zoom of my phone. You can see the phone meter the exposure off the moon, so it's no longer overexposed. The problem is all the digital artifacts. Not only is there a grainy, blocky halo around the moon, the surface details are so obscured that this looks like a drawing of Mars from the 1950s. Here's the moon taken with my Canon EOS R and the RF 100-500 lens. This is at 100 millimeters. Right now, we have an exposure problem. Let's zoom all the way into 500 millimeters. Here my camera is in manual mode, and with an ISO 3200 and an exposure of 16 thousandths of a second, this causes the sky to be completely black, but the moon is properly exposed so we can see the surface details. I cropped this down from 6720 by 4480 to 1025 by 1025. At this resolution, the photo isn't suitable for printing. It will work well for web pages, but at this resolution, you get to see even greater surface detail.
Hope you all enjoyed this episode. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. Take care, and I'll see y'all next week.
Paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow